What's good with y'all, man? I know it's been a while, you know what I'm saying? I know it's been a minute, but the fourth quarter podcast is back. As you can see, it's me and my dog, Ken, you know what I'm saying? Episode 21. I know we missed a lot too. I don't even think we, talked about the finals and all of that. Just to give y'all a little quick catch up, Cam and Rod, they're handling some stuff, nothing serious, you know what I'm saying? They just taking care of some personal things. We all know how 2020 had turned out, how it's been, but it's a major blessing for us to still be here and whatnot and to continue to still put out this content. Like I said, it's been a while, I know that. And who knows, maybe they'll, join back in the future, but for right now, me and Kenny gonna take over and we gonna continue it. You know what I'm saying? Ken, what's up, Brody? How you been? How you feeling?
I've been good. I know a lot happened in 2020, but thank God it really didn't affect me and my family. Like we still work in the same places for the most part. Me and my family, we healthy.
That's what's up, Brody.
Yeah.
Shoot. Well, we touched on that. You know what I'm saying, the intro, and if y'all got any questions, definitely to be sure to comment down below. Let us know. We will try to what I'm saying, keep y'all up to date and keep y'all updated on everything. We're gonna jump right into it though. So as y'all know, the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, were the 2019-2020 champs. Most of us predicted once we knew that it was they were facing the Heat. Honestly, I'm pretty hard on my team. So y'all know, I be thinking the worst when it comes to everything. But Ken and I think everybody, Rod and Cam, I think everybody had a pretty clear cut prediction that it was going to be the Lakers winning. I know, Kenny, you said it didn't matter who it was, the Lakers going to win, right?
Yeah, I thought the Lakers was gonna win towards the end. Before the season started, I thought the Clippers was gonna win, but towards the end, I seen that it's. I don't see nobody beating this team, and especially when they playing the Heat. Come on, man. But yeah, I had a good feeling.
I mean, I ain't gonna say they gave us a good. I mean, it was 4-2, but they showed glimpses of what they could be. Like honestly, Jimmy Butler, he get a lot of credit from me, man. Like I didn't think he's gonna come out like that. Like he was going crazy.
Yeah, I think he put up a triple double.
A 40-piece one, I think.
40. Yeah, he went up for 40.
Yeah, so I was surprised by that, but I mean, at the end of the day, if you really watch basketball, you're really in tune. I think we all knew what was gonna happen, and that's no knock to the Heat, but I mean, it's LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and our role players were playing pretty well, excluding Danny Green. So
Right.
it was what it was. But I mean, we must pass that now, so I'm pretty sure y'all well aware. Like I said, y'all probably thought the same thing that we were thinking. But we want to kick off. We want to kick off this new season, obviously, with some predictions, some award predictions, and who we don't want to go all the way to the finals, but we just want to see some award predictions and who's gonna come out the East and the West. I'll kick it off by stating that we've been playing pretty well starting off the season. I mean, we lost opening night. Okay, Clippers opening night champions. That's what's up. But I'm gonna kick it off by saying I think we'll win the West again. I don't really see a big threat coming out, and like with the way Houston is going, with James Harden wanting to leave and all that, they're excluded to me. The Clippers, I think that team has gotten significantly worse this trade deadline, like this offseason. Like I never seen one that bad before. Like Doc floating, like it was that organization. It went downhill. So I don't see anybody taking the throne from the Lakers right now. And then the East, I think that's a really big toss up. But I cannot go against KD and Kyrie. So those who I got coming out the East and the West so far. What about
So for my West predictions, I got the Lakers making it out of the West. Pretty sure whoever's watching this, I'm pretty sure you got the Lakers too. If you don't, put it in the comments, let me know. And then in the East, you see what colors I have on. I have on red, white, and blue. That's what colors I have on. I actually think Philly is gonna make it out of the East. I actually do, because if you pay attention to basketball and if you watched them last year, shooting was a big part of the problem. They picked up Seth Curry. He's a great shooter. So, and I just felt like, and they also added Danny Green. And I know he's been shooting bad in the past, but you still have to respect his shot. Like, even though he's been bricking, Like Danny Green has been bricking, but you still have to count his jump shot. Like you still have to guard it. You still have to respect it. And then they still have Joel Embiid or whatever. And then they still got Ben Simmons. And then I feel like they upgraded at the head coaching position. They got Doc Rivers now. They don't have Brett Brown. And the Bucks, I'll never be sold on them again. I don't think so. The Heat, I think they had their lucky year, and I don't think they'll get back to the championship. And then you got Brooklyn, of course, and you got Pacers. I'm not even thinking about the Pacers too much. You got Brooklyn. I'm not going to downplay the Spencer Dinwiddie injury. I won't do that. I will not. I think that's going to hurt a little bit. They still got Karis LeVert, and obviously they got plenty of scoring because they got Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. But I still think Philly is going to make it out due to what I just said. I feel like Seth Curry is going to help them out a lot. And they also have a rookie from Kentucky. His last name is Maxey. I think it's Maxey. He's a pretty good shooter as well. So I feel like Philly is going to make it out of the East. That's how I feel.
Well, obviously that's not dumb to say. Like even though we both know how they are off the court, you know what I'm saying, with their mentalities and all that, but I just can't put anybody over like KD, him especially. But when you add Kyrie to the mix, he is an NBA champion. We've seen him knock down big shots. And for me, Philly Steph Curry is probably one of the best 3-and-D guys in the league. And I'm sorry. You are right. You do have to respect Danny Green, but to a certain extent, man, bro was terrible with us, and that I just can't look past that. So I'm not really too worried about him. So yeah, he's gonna knock down a couple threes, but I don't know if it'd be a difference to win or lose a game. Well, it'll definitely lose, but I don't know if it'll make a difference to win a game. And I don't see anybody in the East beating that Brooklyn team. And don't get me wrong, but to say this, I know it's still mad early in the season, so I don't want nobody in the comments saying they just lost 4 out of the 5 games or 5 out of the 6, whatever it was. I know they've been on a losing streak, but it had nothing to do with offense. It's strictly defense, and I think that'll come around. Even though they have Steve Nash and old boy from Houston that left, that was just
Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah, so they're not too big on defense, but I think when it matters, I think they'll change gears because this is first time coach for Steve Nash, and as much as we said about Mike, he knows how to win to a certain extent. He just couldn't get over the hump, but I think he has more talent over there with KD and Kyrie with just James Harden by himself. So I just don't see nobody beating that team in the 7-game series. Now they can beat them all they want regular season, but when it matters is that's when I'll be on the lookout, and that's why I go back to your point. That's why I don't trust the Bucks. I don't care if they don't lose a damn game this regular season. It won't work in playoffs from what I've seen.
Yeah, let me throw a couple other names out there. I don't want people to think we're just saying Kevin Durant and Kyrie. So the Nets, they actually have good pieces with them. So it'll be very interesting, I think, if everybody stays healthy. If everybody else stays healthy, because they got Joe Harris. He's a pretty good shooter. DeAndre Jordan, he kind of on his last leg, but he got a little bit left out of him. So, you got Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan, and then you got Allen. You got Allen, a good rim protector, young leg. So they got a lot of help. So Kevin Durant and Kyrie, they don't really have to do everything by themselves because they have a lot of pieces. They have a lot of good pieces around them. So I just want to
honestly, to go back to your other point, I don't want to say I don't care about his injury. Obviously, I hope he has a healthy, fast recovery. That's not what I mean, him personally. I mean, like him on the court. I don't really care about Spencer Dinwiddie. I don't think he would really he's decent. But now if that would have been Karis LeVert, then I think it would have been like, ooh. But Spencer Dinwiddie, not really. That's what's up. I don't think it's going to make a difference or not. But I do pray that he get a healthy recovery. But yeah, as far as him on the court, I'm not really too worried about that. So yeah, they don't get an excuse from me either as far as right now. Now, if somebody in that top 3 that I just named go down, then it's like, I don't know. Even though injuries are part of the game, but you got to give some free passes sometimes. So they lose LeVert, Kyrie, or KD, then it's like,
they're not getting an excuse. Not to cut you off, they're not getting an excuse from me either. If they don't make it, as long as Kevin Durant is healthy and Kyrie Irving is healthy, they're not getting an excuse from me. Because you know why? Because when LeBron was in the East, he didn't get any excuses, and LeBron made it to the championship. So you should need everybody to be healthy. When you're great, you should make others better around you. Kevin Durant, you say you're great. You are. Prove it. Make it out of the East. I mean, it's not like they're in the West. I mean, the East, I understand they got Philly, they got Indiana, you know, they got Milwaukee, they got, and we're not even mentioning Boston. But Kevin Durant, you should be able to get out of the East, even with Spencer Dinwiddie being injured. That's not an excuse. Even if he was healthy, I think Philly's gonna make it out. They've been playing pretty well. So I'm not giving them the Nets don't get an excuse from me either.
Well, no, yeah, I agree. I was just saying, like, so even going back to your point, LeBron has never not made the finals with his second guy injured. So as long as his second guy has been healthy, Kyrie, if you want to say Kevin Love, like, I don't know who it was on that 2017 Cavaliers team. I mean, I guess you could still say Kevin Love, but what I'm trying to say is now they may have got injured in the finals, but as far as getting them there, his number two guy has never been down. So if Kyrie was to go down, then I think we would have to show a little sympathy for KD coming off an Achilles injury and his number two guy goes down. I think we can give him a pass for that.
Oh, that's different. Yeah. Spencer Dinwiddie or Karis LeVert hurt is a big difference between.
I agree with you there. I agree with you there. But yeah, if Kyrie was to get hurt or something was to happen, God forbid, knock on wood, I think we would be able to give him a pass for that. But I mean, yeah, you are correct. Any of those other guys, you hold a different standard now. So I expect some things out of you, and that's why I deduct so much from Giannis, 2-time MVP. Like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to get over the hump now. And they added Drew Holiday. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say a major, but he's definitely an upgrade from Eric Bledsoe.
A big upgrade.
You think it's major?
From Eric Bledsoe, yes.
I mean, I think he's a better playmaker than Bledsoe and defense, but Bledsoe defense was still kind of there. So yeah, I would really just say he's a better playmaker than him.
But I think Drew Holiday is better than Eric Bledsoe offensively and defensively.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I'm not saying it's by miles, but I'm saying it's clear. If you ask 10 people, all 10 people should say Drew Holiday is better than Eric Bledsoe.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, I can fuck with that. Okay, so yeah, so they got Drew Holiday now, better playmaker on the team, and he can knock down some shots. He not no Curry, but I mean he can get the job done. So it really shouldn't be, other than injuries, it really shouldn't be any reason why the Bucks shouldn't make it out of the East. But yeah, I'm just going off history, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too big on stats, but I do look at him sometimes, and from what he's done since he's been the best player in the league, I can't give I'll have to see it before I can believe it. So That's how I am right now. So I guess we could switch gears and go into the individual player awards. I don't have all of them on hand, but I mean, I guess we could start off with the most popular ones. I think the MVP is hard. Like, well, we only seen 7-8 games, so it's kind of hard. But just based on how everybody's playing, I want to say Curry, but I don't think their team record will be good enough for him to win it. So I think that automatically knocks him out. But if they were for sure to make playoffs, I think Curry could. I think he could win his third. I think he could win his third MVP. But like I said, barring his team's record, I don't think they'll be good enough. So if I had to choose another person based on the play right now, I would have to go playoff P, Paul George, for MVP.
I don't know. See, it's so hard. It's so hard. They're not playing 82 games, and I feel like they're playing a total of 72 games this season for the regular season. So for the MVP, I mean, LeBron's probably only going to play about 60 games, maybe 58 games. So he's probably not going to get it. Giannis, they probably don't want to give it to him because he just won back-to-back. So that pretty much knocks him out for the most part. Luka isn't doing as well. James Harden isn't doing as well. I don't think Paul George would get it. I'm probably missing another name. Jokic or Embiid, the big men usually don't get it. So maybe Curry will get it. I'll probably say Curry because he's gonna be getting some numbers, and they're gonna be on good percentages too. When he put that ball up, that ball probably is gonna go in. So for my MVP, I'm gonna say Steph Curry.
Well, no, I agree with you, but I think they do have a stipulation where it's okay, come on, bro, you at least got to be a fifth or sixth seed for us to even, you know what I'm saying? Because I think the only time they would have gave it to somebody with a losing record or didn't make the playoffs is when Russ broke the when Russ got averaged a triple double. I think that would be the only time, because I mean they probably look at it like he's literally doing everything. But even if Curry just averaged 50, I don't think it would have to be something major for them to be like, okay, let's give this guy the MVP. Paul George has been playing at an exceptional level to start like this, and I get what you're saying. Luka and all those guys, James Harden, have been playing bad, but like I just stated, I mean, obviously it's still early. We're just making predictions, but we're also basing it off what we've seen so far. So yeah, what I've seen so far, Curry has been playing that MVP level Curry going back to 2016, 2015. But yeah, I think right now I would have to go with Paul George, but I see where you stand with Steph Curry.
See, Paul George, I don't know how many. See, the thing that Curry has an advantage to get the MVP because he's probably going to play more games. Today's date is January 6th. That's today's date. And yesterday, the Clippers played yesterday, January 5th, and he didn't play yesterday because of ankle soreness. So he probably will only play about 55 games. I don't believe that his ankle was sore. I believe that you're trying to get him rest Tyronn Lue. So I'm going to go with Stephen Curry because he's going to have to play about all the games for them to win. With the Clippers, they figure if Kawhi play or Paul George play, one of them play, we're going to win. So Steph Curry is probably going to play more games.
You know, another thing to take into account, though, that's becoming the norm. Like, that's becoming a normal for superstars to sit out. So I don't even think they're going to fault him for that when it comes down to it. If he's still putting up good numbers, I don't even think they're going to care.
It's not necessarily faulting. I mean, they're playing 72 games this regular season. It's usually 82. They're playing 72 this year. If Curry plays 72 and he's putting up great numbers, and Paul George only plays 60 games, that's a 12-game difference. That matters. So that should matter.
It's going. I'm telling you, it's going to be a lot based on how deep the Warriors can get into the seeding, in my opinion. But I don't know, man. We'll see. It's going to be tough. But moving on to Rookie of the Year. First off, I want to say, the Charlotte Hornets, y'all are some idiots. And I don't care who disagree with me. I think LaMelo is going to be a star, but he is not getting enough PT, enough. And then when he does get it, they got him sitting in the corner. Like, that's not his game. And I've been following Melo since he was a freshman in high school. I've seen it all from the Lithuania to Australia. Like, I don't think I'm being biased. It's literally just my eye test, and I know he didn't shoot so well, but I still think he's a great shooter, and I think he's showing us now when he does get his touches. But y'all are not a smart organization. Michael Jordan, I don't know what you got your guys doing over there, but I just want to put that out. And no, I don't think he's going to be Rookie of the Year just based on what I just said. But based on what I've seen, I think Wiseman has a pretty good chance.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with James Wiseman as well. I mean, he actually hasn't been. I don't think he's been getting too many minutes either. But at being center, you can go get your 8 rebounds and get you 12 quick points, and your stats already look good. For LaMelo, he's shooting some threes, so it's going to be harder for him to get his points. But to answer your question for Rookie of the Year, I am going with James Wiseman.
Yeah, man, that dude been balling out. I see Draymond kind of like mentoring him up, and despite what people think about Draymond, he does have high basketball IQ, and he does know how to play the game at a high level. He might not be the best shooter or the best this, but he know how to pass the rock, and he know how to play defense. And with him on his shoulder, I think it's definitely showing, even though we know, I mean, he was the first pick for a reason, or second pick. So I think it is definitely showing, like, Wiseman's been playing at a good level. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Wiseman. Like, he's been balling. When you go to an organization like that, like, it's kind of hard to fill some shoes, but also it's a benefit because you're behind so many great minds, because Curry has some of the best IQ in the league as well. And that organization, they're built on, like, you know, winning. So I think, like, even though they sucked last year, I think they still have a winning culture, and they're instilling it in him. So I think that's good, and it's definitely showing.
Yeah, he'll probably be Rookie of the Year.
Moving on, I guess we can go, Defensive Player of the Year? This one's tough.
I'll go first. like I said earlier, y'all see what colors I got on. I got on red, white, and blue. And I'm going with Ben Simmons for defensive player of the year. I felt like he should have got it last year, but he didn't. I think he going to get it this year.
I think I would have to agree 50% of your statement. I would have to agree on the part that I think Ben Simmons, he will get the defensive player of the year this year. But I think last year Anthony Davis was robbed of that award that he should have got, and LeBron should have gotten MVP. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I'll have to agree with you. I think Ben Simmons will win Rookie of the Year this year. I'm not a fan of his offense at all. If anybody knows me, they know I do not like Ben Simmons. But I'm an honest basketball, like a fan of the game. So I'm gonna be honest. I do. He does have a nice, good defense, great defense, and I think he'll win the award, and it'll be deserving.
Yep.
Moving on to Sixth Man of the Year. Honestly, with what I've seen so far, I wouldn't be opposed to saying that Harold might get it again.
Probably so, because the sixth man shoots. Sometimes the sixth man get more minutes than the starters. So Lou Williams get more minutes than Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly starts. So I agree with that. Harold probably will get it again.
This might be a dumb question. I mean, y'all can shoot me in the comments, but with LaMelo coming off the bench and him being a rookie, could he be able to win that?
He could, but he won't.
We gonna touch back on that, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Harold for Sixth Man of the Year again. I think with the system that we got him in, he plays big. Our bigs play an important role, which is why I don't know why the hell they would go out and get 35-year-old Marc Gasol, but excuse me, I think he'll have an important role, and he'll have to play like he did last year when he got it, and I think he's gonna go back to back.
I agree.
Moving on to most improved player. This one's kind of a toss-up because you have superstars who will play better than they did last year, like Curry, but they probably don't. I think it only comes from like guys who averaged 5 and went up to 15. Devontae Graham should have won it last year. But you can go first on this one, I guess, because I still have to think who I can even think would be able to get this award based on making it to the playoffs and. Oh, actually, I do got one.
Maybe I'm gonna say between Lonzo Ball and Terry Rozier, actually.
Those are two good ones.
And
one I'm gonna say, I don't think people are gonna like. He will have to continue to do it, but I think Jaylen Brown.
He's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to do really, really good because he did so good last year.
Exactly, but he's already like if he stays on this pace, which is almost I wouldn't say it's impossible, but if he stays on this pace, I think he's definitely for sure in most improved player. Like I said, that's why I said people probably won't agree because, like you just said, it would have to be players that went from 5 points to like 15, and he's coming from what he averaged last year, like 22, somewhere around. He averaged in the 20s.
Yeah, about 23.8.
Yeah, so with him being the number 2 guy on the Boston Celtics, people might be like, huh? But I mean, he's playing exceptionally well right now, bro. Like Jaylen Brown is going crazy. So I don't know, man.
We'll see. I say Lonzo Ball or Terry Rozier because they have plenty of room to improve. I mean, everybody has plenty of room to improve, But yeah, like I said, I'm going with Terry Rozier or Lonzo Ball. Terry Rozier has been doing pretty good. If y'all don't know, I like the Cavaliers. That's the team I like, and Terry Rozier gave us 42 points. Terry Rozier gave us 42 points. He took 23 shots and made 15. And I think 8 of those shots was threes. So the first game he went for 42, second game 19, third game 19. He averaging 22 points a game. Terry Rozier is averaging 22, and his field goal percentage is 48. That's pretty That's pretty freaking good. And that might be part of the reason why LaMelo Ball isn't starting, because he's a point guard. LaMelo's a point guard. So I don't know who they probably got Terry Rozier at the one right now.
Yeah, Graham is at the 2.
Yeah, so though LaMelo's not better than Graham, so which they could bring Rozier off the bench. They could, but they probably like he's been here already, and he's not great, but I would consider Terry Rozier above the average player.
Yeah, I mean, but the only thing with him is consistency. He would have to do this all year. Not average 42, but play at a high level.
Right now he averages 22. I think he could average 22 a game. And his field goal percentage right now is 48%. That'll probably decrease. That's almost 50%. He'll probably go maybe to 42%. But even that's pretty good. But I mean, I wouldn't have a problem if they started LaMelo, your high draft pick. I wouldn't have a problem with that. But I do understand. I don't think it's stupid for Terry Rozier to start over LaMelo Ball.
Utilize. But I mean, you almost make me want to change mine, because like I said, mine isn't dumb. I'm sticking to that, but Jaylen Brown would have to continue playing like how he's playing right now. But yeah, Lonzo, that was definitely a good one. He's been playing good. He would just have to also be consistent, like I said, because him and Terry both has been those type of guys that can go like get you. Lonzo go do something he don't usually do, shoot 6 threes, and then Terry go do something he don't usually do, drop 42, and then they just go ghost. So it's all about consistency, really. But last but not least, the last award would be Coach of the Year.
Like I said, you see my colors? I mean, it's not going to be Nick Nurse this year.
Red, white, and blue.
Y'all see my colors, red, white, and blue? I think Doc is going to get it. I think right now they're like 6-1. Today's date is January 6th. I think they are 6-1 as we speak today. And I think they'll be a top 2 or 3 seed. And I think, like I said, I think they'll go to the finals. And they haven't gone to the finals since Brett Brown's been there all those years. So, yeah, I got him winning. It's not going to be Nick Nurse. It's not going to be Eric Spoelstra from Miami. So I'm going to go with Doc Rivers. That's who I'm going to go with.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty good. I don't think they're gonna give it to Frank based on the fact that
LeBron.
Exactly. And AD. So I mean, yeah, that's so that one I would have to agree. I just feel like they're gonna be like, dude, didn't you just blow a 3-1 lead last year? But I mean, I don't know. But as far as right now, yeah, I think my vote will have to be Doc Rivers as well. He got these boys playing.
Yeah, and then it's going to make it look even better if he makes it to the finals, because the team isn't too much different. I mean, they did add Steph Curry and Danny Green and a rookie from Kentucky, Maxey. It wasn't anything that was magnificent. So if he comes out of nowhere, the last 6 years, Brett Brown been coaching them, Doc Rivers come out of nowhere and get them to the finals, that's going to say a lot in my eyes.
Yeah, who's over there? Monty Williams.
Oh, the Suns.
Yeah, don't be surprised, because if they keep this up, like especially if they make it deep in the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Monty got it.
That's a good take. That wouldn't surprise me at all, especially because it's less expected out of them. So yeah, that gives you an advantage.
It's between Monty and Doc for me. So I think those are the only two that I would be like, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's really about like what you want, like when they do that. But yeah, those are predictions for, season awards, individual awards. We told y'all who we think coming out of each conference, but this season gonna be a little different. It's been a lot of like changes, like especially with the Houston and James Harden wanting to leave but still giving niggas 30. So I mean, I don't know. We gonna see. But I wanted to touch on the Warriors real fast, because I was having this debate with one of my homeboys, and it is I don't usually get upset because I know everybody has an opinion, but I feel like this one, it just, bro, for some reason, it just made my blood boil. So we were talking about, so basically, he deducts from Curry because he don't feel like Curry can carry a team. And my argument is people look at LeBron and think that it's easy to do that. I don't know any other superstar that really has carried a team. KD didn't carry the Warriors. They won before he got there. KD didn't, I mean, I guess you could say he carried OKC, but I mean, Russ was still there. And a lot of people like to downplay the team that Russ had when he made it to the playoffs, but he had some all-star guys up there. They might not have been all-stars at the time, but Oladipo was an all-star, and they had somebody else as well that was an all-star.
Bonus.
Yeah, so, but, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but I'm not giving him credit for that. Kawhi took the best team in the East to the finals and won with a hurt Warriors team, and Philly took them to Game 7, but I guess he carried them. I mean, they had the best record when DeMar was there. Paul George had a pretty good team when he was with the Pacers. So basically what I'm saying is I don't know a superstar that can carry a team other than LeBron James. And LeBron James has always had a 99 second guy other than when he was first drafted to the Cavaliers. That's the only one I'll say he carried a team. So I think people look at that and they like to throw it in there, but not to make this short and sweet. People like to deduct from Curry because, I mean, we being honest, because he beat their GOAT, which is, nothing's wrong with that. But I just feel like you shouldn't fault him for that. I mean, he won, okay, boo-hoo, and he had a good team, guys that the Warriors had drafted other than Kevin Durant. But I think Curry is still the best point guard in the league, and it's not close. You saw what he just did against a guy who they claim shoot better than him now. I'm going to put 62 on your damn head.
Yeah, I seen what he did Sunday. He put up 62 points, 18 out of 31 from the field, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. And then on Monday, he got 30 points.
In 3
quarters. 9 for 18.
3 quarters. So I just feel like the slander, man, I just don't get it. And going back to the team thing, this Warriors team is one of the worst teams I have ever seen. Kelly Oubre, I'm gonna dunk on you. Thank you, but I'm gonna shoot below 30% from the 3. I'm not gonna lie, he's been playing well the past 2 games that they won. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm a fan of the game, so I'm gonna be honest. He's been playing well. Andrew Wiggins. We've talked about before how it looks like he doesn't even want to be an NBA player. Like he'd be bored in the game. Wiseman has been playing well, but he's a rookie, so you can't even count him. Draymond just got back, and I think he scored 0 points or 1 point in both of the games that they won.
He scored. Draymond's been back for 2 games, I think. He had 1 point the first game, and then the second game he had 5 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
So his facilitating bag is going to always be there, but he scored under 10 since he's been back, the 2 games that he has been here. So, and I just also want to throw this in there. Jordan Poole is the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life. Jordan Poole is terrible. So anybody try to argue to me that this Warriors team could be carried by anybody else, I won't even acknowledge it.
Okay. So pretty much what Demir is saying, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, Demir. Pretty much what Demir is saying is Steph Curry doesn't have too much help right now. He has a rookie, James Wiseman, which he's been playing pretty well. James Wiseman. They have Andrew Wiggins. He's all right. They have Kelly Oubre. He might be considered under all right now. And you have Draymond Green, somebody that's only going to give you about 8 points. Right now, if you average Draymond Green's points, he had 1 point one game, and he had 5 points the other game since he's been back. If you average that out, he's only averaging 3 points a game. So pretty much Curry's going out there, and he doesn't have too much help on offense, which he doesn't really have a dependable number 2 like these other guys. He doesn't have Steph Curry doesn't have somebody on his team that is a guaranteed 20. Kyrie has KD. LeBron has AD. Paul George has Kawhi, or Kawhi has Paul George. You know what I'm saying? So Steph Curry doesn't have a dependable number 2. I mean, even James Harden got John Wall, like somebody to work with over there, and it's just Steph Curry is not working with too much. In the beginning of the year, I wasn't thinking that way because I actually thought Kelly Oubre was. I didn't know. I don't. His jump shot, his jump shot, as far as threes, has been horrible this year. I didn't know. I didn't know if it was that bad. I don't know if he's always been this bad, but Kelly Oubre, his jump shot.
He's a highlight reel player, which people don't. They act like they don't know that. And then even if you think Kelly Oubre and Andrew Wiggins is good, okay, that's good for you. But you also have to factor in they're in a new system, and the way the Warriors play. If you don't, you can be the best dunker in the world, but if you can't make a three, you suck for that Warrior system. So even if you want to say these guys are good, they're not good in the Warrior system, which makes them bad for the team. And then I'm glad you brought that up. So in the old league where it was a superstar on each team, Curry might be able to carry this team to the playoffs, but now everybody has this two-punch combo. It's harder because did you see you seen what the Bucks did to them? And I think Giannis played horribly that game. I want to say I don't remember, but I know they got blew out. I think the worst loss in franchise history. Did you see what KD and Kyrie did to them opening night? So that's just what I'm saying. That was a great point. So yeah, like it's harder to win with the way teams are set up now. Everybody needs a sidekick, or everybody needs how you would call it a number two that can give you like okay, even like Giannis. Chris Middleton, he might give me 40. He might give me 40 tonight. He might give me 30 tonight, but he gonna have 25, or he gonna have somewhere in the 20s tonight. So it's just hard for Curry because yeah, Draymond is a defensive player of the year all-star, but he's more of a facilitator than a scorer. So he can't be like, okay, I know Draymond gonna help me. He might help defensively, but I mean, at the rate Draymond's going, he looks like he's slowing down, and I don't know why. Maybe he's still injured, but I don't know what it is. But I mean, you got Wiseman. He's a rookie. He can only do so much. I mean, he only knows so much. Everybody's not coming out of college or from high school like LeBron nowadays. So it's like Curry only has so much help, and that was my only argument. But for you to tell me that it will be guaranteed that James Harden will go on his Warriors team and make playoffs, or if who else did he say? Anyway, Kevin Durant was going to his team and make playoffs, you're crazy. And I don't care what you say.
Yeah, Curry. More of the story, guys. Curry doesn't have much help right now. Most of you guys probably don't even know 3 players on their bench. You probably don't. I mean, I know. You got Looney. He's all right. You know, Looney's okay. He's not.
Pascal, I mean.
Yeah, Pascal, you know, they really not that. Curry doesn't have too much help. I mean, I don't expect for him to go to the finals. I do expect for him to average 30, between 30 and 33 points. I do expect for him to make at least the 8th or 7th seed. I do expect that. Other than that, I don't expect for him to make the finals because he doesn't have too much help right now.
Yeah, I just think it's blasphemous. But like I said, and I mean the shoe fits. So I mean, if the shoe fits and you can wear it, I'm not talking to anybody specific when I say this. But for all you LeBron fans out there, if you're hurt because he beat y'all in the finals, he took away 3 chances for LeBron, blah blah blah. However you want to toss it up. I mean, it is what it is. There's no need to try to diminish a guy's, rep or who like his overall because he beat your GOAT. Like it's okay, I promise you. But yeah, man, it's just I just feel like the Curry and don't get me wrong, Curry is my favorite player, but y'all see his work. I don't have to come up here and like y'all see his work. So I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Curry is the best point guard in the league. However you want to chalk it up. But yeah, I mean, we just wanted to touch on that because I told Kenny, I'm like, bro, we got to talk about Curry because the disrespect is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got to touch on that. But yeah, man, we wanted to come up here and we wanted to just, touch on all those things with y'all, let y'all know what's been going on, and let y'all know that we will be back on the consistent.
I got something else.
Oh, my bad.
I got something else. So, yeah, I want to get back to this Curry for a little bit. I mean, he doesn't have a dependable scoring number 2 person, a number 2 player. I mean, this goes back to Damian Lillard. His number 2, he has CJ McCollum, which is that's a great number 2. Jamal Murray has Jokic. That's a great number 2. LeBron has Anthony Davis. That's a great number 2. Kevin Durant has Kyrie Irving. That's a great number 2. Could somebody tell me who Steph Curry's number 2 is? If it's Draymond Green, that's not too good. If it's James Wiseman, that's not good. If it's Kelly Oubre, that's not good. If it's Looney, that's not good. If it's Andrew Wiggins for Steph Curry's number 2, that's not good. I'm done.
That's probably what most people will say, Andrew Wiggins, but that won't win you. That won't win you a lot. If Andrew Wiggins is your next best guy, that probably won't be a good team. And that's all I've been trying to say. That probably won't be a winning team if Andrew Wiggins is your next best guy.
I'm done now.
But yeah, like, and I'm glad. So like I said, I'm so happy you brought that point up because I never even looked at it like that. But that's just another way to look at what he has to deal with around the league. But yeah, like I was saying, we just wanted to come up here and we wanted to get back to it, get back to the grind, like we told y'all from the jump. We will be more consistent. We want to do every other day, or when something definitely big happens in sports, the basketball world. We want to, we definitely gonna be up here. We're gonna discuss it. Y'all can let us know everything. Say how y'all feel about it in the comments. We will be back on the Twitter. So y'all could tweet at us at the fourth quarter podcast. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, who knows? Maybe Cam and Rod will join us back in the future. So keep y'all fingers crossed if that's what y'all want to see. You got anything else to add, Ken?
No, we'll be back with another video soon, y'all. Comment below if you got anything to say.
Yes, sir. So like we always used to tell y'all, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe and share the video. And if you're a fan of basketball, you're a fan of the fourth quarter podcast. I don't know why I keep messing up, but y'all take care, man.